if she has phone, if she have shoes, and she can walk the same road that you go to, you cannot today have any power like that. Because now Allah, the most ignorant people today, they understand, they have access to understand the world. The most ignorant people. And you see, subhanallah, there's a woman from our country. A woman from our country. Her name is everybody's watching her on TV. What's her name? She's the Oprah. You know her. Oprah. She has more influence in the world than the Queen of England. There's no other woman in the world today who have more influence over other women. Maybe the influence is a bad one, but still she have influence. Just because Allah, He did that. And secondly, it doesn't matter what anybody will say. Mr. Obama and his wife, Michelle, they brought more dignity to the White House than it ever had in the history. A black man and his wife brought more dignity to the White House than it ever had in history. So this is what can happen when Allah, He put an African in a position. Now, unfortunately, Mr. Obama said he's not a Muslim. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in his life. I don't know what happened in his house. And I don't know even why, because his name was not Barack Obama when he was born. Somewhere along the line, he chose that name. But his father was a Muslim. His stepfather was a Muslim. And he was raised in Kenya. And he went to the madrasa wherever he was living. And he learned the Quran, so I don't know what happened. But that's his problem, it's not mine. But what I do know is that the Ibrah Allah, He did in this century for us is to show that an African can be the head of state and could be the most powerful person in the world, and he could be there with dignity. And he did. 8 years. No scandal. No scandal. And his wife was more educated than him. If he ever divorced Michelle, I will try to marry her. If she wear the hijab, if she takes shahada and wear the hijab. If I ever get the chance to give her dawah, just be the next one. If she will take the shahada and put on the hijab. And even if it's only some kind of dream, what I would want that for? Only because that the influence which they have would now become a part of Islam. Nothing else. Nothing else. Because in Surah Al-Naml or Surah Al-Nahl, the surah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls Sulaiman alayhi salam to learn about Bilqis, Malika Saba.